All right, your requirement is
Very playable.
Oh no.
7
Oh,
plus
no.
copies of a what?
Of a non-land card? So it has to be like the Relentless
Like
Wrath
7
or whatever?
dwarves
Like,
or something?
Yeah, like 7 dwarfs.
God. That's good.
That's a bad one
Good.
to get on budget.
Oh no.
Hello and welcome to the Magic Mirror Podcast. I'm your host, as usual, Khan the Trinket Mage, and with me is my co-host, 33 Elk.
Hello.
Additionally, we have our other co-host, Salubrious Snail,
Hello.
and special guest returning, Tomer.
Hello.
Glad to have you back.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited for this episode. Wow.
Yeah, I believe Tomer got on his hands and knees and begged to be on this episode.
So I should explain what's going on, what happened in that cold open and stuff. Basically, we decided to spin wheels that would give us traits that we had to apply to a deck that we had to build, and then we're going to show the decks here to you, the audience, and to each other. We haven't seen each other's deck lists yet. We did this once before, but we changed the wheels. Now it's more, you have to have a specific card as opposed to just like overarching themes. And we cut the color combination.
Yeah, I think it's more fun to let people figure out their own colors a little bit.
Yeah. I think that was a good decision. So we're doing the wheels again. I will link all of the deck lists in the description. And if I don't, when I listen to this, as I listen back, I will remember and then do that.
I will also send you the wheels, and you can link those if people want to spin those.
Oh, yeah, you can spin your own wheel. And then you can like tag us on socials if you make a deck using whatever wheel restrictions you got. At least our socials are in the description as well. Before we jump into that, I have to thank this video's sponsor, Laughing Dragon. In Tacoma, this 4th of July weekend, they are running a Command Fest. It'll be Command Fest Tacoma. Super exciting event. Alex, you will be there?
I will, yes.
I will probably be there as well, by the way.
Okay. I don't think I can make it to this one, but you two will be there, in which case you'll have to play enough Commander for the three of us.
I'll do my best.
Why not? Plane tickets are so cheap.
Yeah, right. Anyway, this is a big Commander focus event, but it is not just Commander. We still have tons of limited and sealed events that will be there, plus the new Marvel set will have dropped. So if you want to draft the Marvel set, this is a great opportunity to do so. Link to the Laughing Dragon events page in the description below, and you can buy your tickets today. Hopefully, they'll see you there.
Beautiful. So just over a week ago, we spun the wheels. Each of us spun 3 wheels. The first one was deck cost. The second one was a spicy card that we'd kind of have to build around a little bit. It doesn't need to be like tutored and played every single game, but it has to be kind of a core pillar. And then the third was a restriction, and that was maybe the spiciest wheel. So I think we are going to splice in the footage of us spinning those wheels, and then we can present after that.
Don't worry about Elk's audio.
Yeah.
I was in the car at the time, okay? I had to buy bulk cards at game stores.
The editor will make it sound perfect. Don't worry.
If it's unusable, Yusuf will just dub in.
See, I don't even know if there's going to be that much editing that can happen to it, just because it was recorded on OBS only. It wasn't like a separate Audacity track, so I think it's just going to be kind of crusty.
You can make speech to text or something. Text to speech.
Yeah.
But we can see if Yusuf wants to try and work some miracles.
All right. Well, we'll get back to you, audience, after you listen to the crusty audio.
Yeah.
So who do you think should go first, Alex?
Probably Mirror
Okay.
Oak.
Yeah, I'm down to go first. I would like to get this thing out of the way.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Elk getting spun, and then we'll do Tomer next. So for budget.
Yes.
Big.
Oh,
That is big.
ooh,
It's so easy. You know, it's just
Can you do it?
so easy being me.
that's pretty fancy.
I actually get scared if it's that high a number because I just don't know what expensive cards is. I'll just be like, Abuduls
Yep.
to hit the budget limit. I don't know.
You gotta get creative. I added intuition to my deck last time. All right, card wheel.
Yes.
Exciting.
Oh, the unspeakable.
okay.
My go.
Unspeakable. Hell yeah. Brother.
The unspeakable has been picked.
It's legit kind of playable in my arcane deck.
I had an Esper polymorph arcane deck.
Hell yeah, Trinket, I swear. We have very similar tastes sometimes.
Oh, I gotta send you that list.
I had to add that one on behalf of both of you.
This breaks my heart because I feel like I'm copying Trinket Mage a little bit because Khan has a speakable deck already.
I took
it
it
wouldn't
apart.
be
I
as
took it
interesting
apart.
for Trinket, right? Because he already did it. So now you have to find the beauty in Unspeakable.
It's okay. You're about to get a requirement that's going to make
I guess
your deck
so.
wildly different.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna have to add
Yeah,
spell
Okay,
shapers to his deck.
Let's see this.
30 plus cards from what?
Okay, so you must choose a block.
Ah!
You must choose a block from 1997 to 2007, and 30,
Oh, this is perfect.
30 or more cards from your deck must
Is
have.
it
When did Kamigawa come out?
Yeah, he picks the
Kamigawa
Kamigawa
in
block to get all the
this?
arcane
Like,
Yes,
spells.
yes, it is.
Free?
It was
Come-
made to be.
It was like 2001 or something. Yeah, it'll be.
Oh,
that.
perfect.
It was made to be. This is perfect, actually.
Yeah, right.
Isn't this just free? I'm just building.
But, he's so excited. He blanked out. He
I know.
phased out.
Exploited.
The unspeakably bad reanimator deck.
I like the title name.
Thank you.
I will briefly reiterate what the wheel spins do. So your 3 wheel spins were $1,200 deck, the unspeakable as a core card, and 30 or more cards from a single block. We have the unspeakably bad reanimator deck. What is this deck doing?
So believe it or not, it does a little bit of reanimator. Yeah, it was a pretty nasty wombo that got me. Okay, listen, the budget, great. All right, I don't have to think about budget at all. If I thought I had to think about budget, I think I would die building this deck because the unspeakable cares about arcane spells. For some reason, it doesn't care about spirits, which feels a little bit like a punt in my mind because every other card that cares about arcane spells also cares about spirits.
No, then it would be too powerful. Okay, that's where you're already
Yeah,
getting a
yeah.
6/7 flying trample for 9
a
mana and
9
Kamigawa.
mana.
Come on,
It's a 9-mana 6/7 flamplay.
that's like
It's so-
unbeatable.
Oh my god! And you can through the breach it out and get through the breach
Oh,
back.
yes.
And then,
It's like a 15 turn clock on the table.
That's a combo.
That's crazy.
And then you Goro's Vengeance it back.
Oh, that's nasty though.
That's so cool.
so anyway, the reason why it's a nasty combo is unspeakable has to be, and I quote from the restrictions, a core part of my deck strategy. And what that means is I need a decent amount of arcane spells to make the guy function. And what that means is my 30 cards in a block is probably going to have to be Kamigawa block, which sucks. Kamigawa has so many bad cards in it. Like, it's bad. But I've managed to scrape together 30 mediocre cards and like a couple really strong ones from Kamigawa here to make the unspeakable work. By the way, anyone who's like, oh, you should have done, whatever, this other block from the 90s. A, I'm not that acquainted with old card pools, except Pre-Modern has helped that a little bit. And 2, do you want me to make room for like 30 mediocre cards from the 90s and early 2000s and also arcane spells? Like, I would challenge anyone at home to do better.
I think your choice of on Hello as commander is really smart because you can just like play some dog shit creatures and then eat them to copy one of your good spells.
Oh yeah, Goblin Cohorts here. This guy's a heater. This is a 1 red mana copy of future instant or sorcery spell.
Copying arcane spells when they have a juicy stack of them.
Yes.
Oh God.
So that's the big thought. I remembered that arcane spells, you're able to copy a giant spliced arcane spell and it copies all the splices. So the plan A of this deck is Reanimator, where you're going like Living Death after a giant Buried Alive, and you can like Perplex for Buried Alive, and you can also like, there's all sorts of like little lines to like fill up your graveyard, a lot of looting spells and stuff. And then you fill your graveyard. Ideally, you can like reanimate Iname, Death Aspect first, and then you can get the Unspeakable, Kokusho, Kaiga, all these like spirits from your deck that are huge, put them in your graveyard, and then you Living Death. And then from there, you can actually like and Halo and start sacking Kokusho to copy arcane spells and stuff. There's actually a really delightful card in here from Kamigawa when you ignore all the horrible arcane spells, and that's Cunning Bandit. So Cunning Bandit says whenever you cast a spirit or arcane spell, you may put a key counter on it, and then at the end of turn, if there's 2 or more key counters on it, you may flip it. It flips into Azamuki, Treachery Incarnate, which lets you remove a key counter from it. So you can pile all the counters on once it has 2 or more, it flips over. And then you can start removing those counters to steal an opponent's creature. So what you do once per turn is just steal an opponent's creature, cast an arcane spell, and just sack their creature with Unhalo to casualty it, which is actually heat. This card's hilarious.
I need to put that in my arcane deck. Oh my God. That's actually pretty sweet.
I know, it's so cool. It's actually super dope. I've had some pretty decent mulligans with this, by the way, where like I've gotten like pretty big Living Deaths and incarnations combination techniques very early on in the game. So the point where it does not feel like the worst deck, it's just very bad. There's one other thing too. One of the cards I chose from Kamigawa was Eternal Dominion because it's actually really good to copy. Unlike Paradigm, where it says the first time you resolve a spell like this, Epic is just like, if you have multiple Epic spells resolve, you have multiple Epic spells forever.
Yeah. And that's a pretty solid one. Like, surely your opponents have enough of their libraries. That's what Eternal Dominion is, right?
Yeah, you can,
it's like it's a bribery, acquire, and
an enchantment acquire.
Yeah, it steals
And
artifacts,
enchantment
creature,
acquire.
enchantment, or a land. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the best spell in the deck if you copy it like at least once. I mean,
Yeah, definitely. I agree where it's like kind of just like a plan C. Sometimes it ends up being your plan A, but you know, it's funny enough to be plan A. So I don't really feel too guilty about that. I'm trying to think about what else I was thinking about when I was building this deck, but honestly, I think I was mostly in a fugue state.
Yeah, you did kind of go all in on Arcane, which I gotta respect.
These spells are truly bad. They're really bad.
This deck, I was working on just a list for me to play, and I remembered you were building Unspeakable, and I was looking at my Unspeakable sitting in my binder because I had taken apart my Arcane deck, and I was like, I should do that again. And I bought a bunch of really bad red Arcane spells because I'm building an Unspeakable deck.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this inspired me to re-put that together.
I did a couple last minute swaps actually. I added Teleria West because it gets Evermind, and that's just so funny. It's really bad. To be clear, that's not good at all.
it's
but
so good.
It is funny.
If you copy the spice spell, you draw 2 cards for 2
Yeah.
mana.
Yeah.
Insane. And then you can
I
do
know,
it again.
exactly.
I have a Calamex Arcane decks. I'm familiar with the Arcane cards. They're not that bad. You know what? If you're copying them with Anhelo, not bad. Pretty decent.
I guess. I think green is like a non-zero boost to Arcane because green has like a couple okay ones, right? Like Kodama's Reach. Okay,
Most people
it has
don't even
Kodama's
know
Reach.
that Kodama's Reach is an arcane spell.
Yeah.
Well, after his red-blue deck, Khan will have built 4 of the 5 colors in Unspeakable. So, of course, the Simic Unspeakable deck will be coming after that.
Oh yeah, don't even worry about that. That might be too good. That might be
Oh,
good
yeah.
because then I'll be able to ramp into the Unspeakable. That'd be too strong.
That's like cheating, basically, for your 9-drop.
Really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, you have like the good arcane. Suppose you get Rend Flesh, which is like almost Doomblade.
I'm looking at Psychic Puppetry right now.
Psychic puppetry sucks so bad.
Tap red, not target permanent. Slice on Arcane.
It's okay. It's so good in Twiddlestorm. It's fine in Twiddlestorm, where if you cast the first one, you can splice onto it and then multi-tap your Lotus Field.
Yeah.
You can't do that in Modern anymore, by the way. Lotus Field banned instead of Amulet.
Yeah.
Anything but banning Amulet in Primetime. Ban anything else. Oh, great. Anyway, you can't do Twiddlestorm in Modern anymore, which kind of sucks. I mean, literally, I don't know if I have much else to say about this deck. It's just a pile of like reanimation spells, shitty Kamigawa cards, discard outlets, and big stupid creatures that you can reanimate. And a bunch of things that like fodder generate 2-power things for Anhelo to eat. And that's the extent.
Seems like the plan is roughly futz around with stuff, put stuff into the graveyard until you can do a big spell.
I love the
Yeah.
Goblin cohort. That is
The Goblin cohort is number 30. If I would not be running this if there was a better card than Goblin cohort in Kamigawa. Let that be a testament to how
Yo,
shit this block is.
It's a 1-man. It freaking does a thing. It's exactly 2 power for 1 mana. That's insane with Anhelo. That's
Okay,
a
to be fair,
1
I
mana
think a lot of people
reverberate or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people would run like 1 red mana, sack this, copy a future spell. Like I think that would be a very playable card. So I don't even feel that guilty for running Goblin cohort
No.
here. All I'm saying is that it is number 30. Like this is like, okay, maybe Psychic Puppetry is number 30, but still.
Yep.
You can untap your Exerted Arena of Glory with Psychic Puppetry. Think about it. Synergy.
That's
Anyway.
pretty
Awesome.
big. That's pretty big.
Anyway, if I have to talk about this deck for another second, I think I'm going to openly weep on the podcast.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you have to build it.
We
now.
can move on.
All right, who should go next?
One of you wants to, you can. Otherwise, I can go next. Okay, I'll go next.
I was gonna say we could save mine for last. It's so bad.
Okay. Let's see what I'm getting.
All right. Oh.
Looks like I'm in the budget zone with you.
Also
Okay.
60. Quite nice.
My card.
Pretty much the same thing. Dragonstorm.
Oh no. Oh, please no.
Oh, yes.
Oh god, no.
Civ
I
Six
don't want
ceremony.
it.
This card keeps coming up.
Let's go.
Civ 6 is so sick. Wait, you guys
I
don't
love
like
the
Civ 6 ceremony?
Oh,
It's so
We-
fun.
It's
Alex
hard.
already did like a deck building challenge like with it. like for one of his main
it's
channel videos.
okay.
That's gonna be easy for you,
Right?
Unless.
Unless.
All right, let's see my requirement.
If you get the one that needs all creatures, then you're probably good.
Most of these are not.
Yeah,
that
look at
bad.
that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. No, that'll be
Oh,
okay.
easy.
That'll be okay.
Yeah,
That'll be
not
okay.
too bad.
Okay. Cool. 50 plus subtypes. Sipsig ceremony.
You gotta be
$60.
creature heavy anyway.
Okay. That could be worse. Okay. So my restrictions were $60 deck, building around the Sipsig ceremony, and need 50 or more subtypes. So Sipsig ceremony is 3 mana enchantment that makes your creature spells cost 2 less, and when you have a creature enter, if you cast it, it is destroyed and replaced with a 2/2 black zombie. Although it's not like if it was destroyed this way, you get a 2/2 black zombie. You do get the zombie even if the creature isn't destroyed. So that can be useful.
Oh,
basically,
indestructible.
this is like a weird battle cruiser deck. Weird sort of aristocracy battlecruiser deck. So the commander is Athreos Shroudveiled, the one that throws coins on things. My initial thinking with this was just that I wanted a commander that is very consistently good with.
Don't let him in a strip club. He's gonna throw coins at everyone. That sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, he's just like an easy thing. I can play Sipsig Ceremony on turn 3, immediately land Athreos the next turn. Even if I have 7 Devotion, he doesn't get destroyed because he's indestructible. That's pretty cool. And also, he works alongside the other things I've got going pretty decently. I have a lot of ETBs and on-death effects in this deck. So I've got both Ao, the Dawn Sky, and Junji, the Midnight Sky. These are both just kind of pretty solid creatures if you play them out for 3 mana and then get them destroyed by Ceremony. Likewise, I have...
The Myojins are really inspired here.
I do. I'm running all Myojins in the color, and I think all 4 are actually good here. So one of them is just like the disgusting War Crimes one, which is Myojin of Night's Reach, that when you remove the Divinity counter, which is basically an indestructible counter, each opponent discards their hand. So that one's just like awful and beautiful. And then the rest are just also pretty solid. So Myojin of Blooming Dawn gets you a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token for each permanent you control when you remove the indestructible counter from it. And then this deck has things that do things based on the number of creatures you control. So it has like Dark Prophecy and Erebos, which can, turn your life total into an ass load of cards when those creatures die. Yeah, the other Myojins are pretty solid as well. I'm also running a handful of cards just here to kind of get around the creatures being destroyed aspect of Sipsig Ceremony. So I've got Fanatical Devotion, where I can sacrifice a zombie from a previous creature to regenerate the creature that is entering, that is going to be destroyed by Sipsig Ceremony.
Yeah.
I've got Mirror of Life Trapping, so you cast the creature, it enters, you order the triggers so that Mirror of Life Trapping exiles it before it can be destroyed. So you still get the zombie. And then when you cast your next creature, you can get your guy back. That also doubles the ETBs, which works alongside all of the ETBs in this deck. I have a whole bunch of ETBs. I'm running 3 different kind of sad robot effects: Core Cartographer, Scampering Surveyor, Solemn Simulacrum, and then just a whole bunch of others. Learn on the Third Path, Merciless Executioner, Ravenous Chupacabra, a whole bunch of these type. And the ETBs are actually a big part of how I got up to the other requirement, which was 50 subtypes. So Core Cartographer is a core scout.
I was about to ask about Mirror Convert, but it's because Phyrexian Mirror.
Yes, Phyrexian Mirror. It's a 2-mana dork. It's a Phyrexian Mirror. That's good enough. Ravenous Chupacabra is a beast horror. Merciless Executioner is an orc warrior. So a whole bunch of these just have nice types. Enduring Innocence is one of my pricier cards. That one is a Sheep Glimmer. Braid's Risen Nightmare is a nightmare. So I just happen to have a lot of cards in here that have nice types. I think the only card in here that I am running basically purely for types is Hostile Investigator, which is an ogre rogue detective.
And it has one of those Simic type lines, but instead of multiple species, it has like multiple jobs.
It does. This guy's busy. And even that's not like horrible. Like, makes somebody discard, generates a clue on entry, and then this deck just draws unfathomable amounts of cards sometimes because all of its draw engines are super big scale. So
wait, am I bad for realizing that all the new Myojin have the same stat lines as the old Myojin?
Actually, I didn't notice that. That's kind of funny.
Way to go, R&D. Cool.
That's kind of sick. But yeah, I got a handful of ways to kind of cheat Sipsig Ceremony, handful of things that just want to die, handful of things that ETB, and then it's okay if they die. Some tutors for it. So I think I have Moonblessed Cleric, I have Search for Glory and Thalia's Lancers as legendary tutors. I have Grim Servant as a more generic tutor, and those are my ways to find the Sipsig Ceremony. If I have it, the deck is pretty happy. Like, I think if I have a Search for Glory in hand, I'm always going to be searching up the Sipsig Ceremony if I don't already have it. But if I don't have it, this deck also just runs like a ton of mana rocks and Heartless Summoning and Crowded Crypt as like a weird rock. And like the sad robots that I have ways to repeat. So
yeah, it doubles up with the ceremony.
Yeah. So I think it has a decent number of ways to get extra mana, even if it doesn't have ceremony.
I'm just now realizing that I think the commander I picked for my deck would work really well with the Sipsig Ceremony.
Exciting to see. Man, I'm kind of pissed off because I would like unironically build this deck. I already just really like Athreos. Like this 6-mana Athreos is really funny. And this is a really funny direction to take it. Just kind of like this, like the Abyss level like deck where everything's indestructible. So it just like doesn't do anything against you. There's all these like really funny decks in black where like you have, the other one I think about all the time is like Nether Void.
Yeah.
There's like a ton of black decks that are like, oops, all uncounterable creatures in Nether Void.
Yeah.
Or you play Mishra to like get your artifacts back.
Exactly. So like there's always these like weird black decks where they like play around with like a card type really weirdly because they have a bunch of funny enchantments like Heartless Summoning and stuff. And I was really concerned about your mana too, but actually you have fine mana. I was like doing the Frank Karsten thing in my head where like, okay, it's a triple black pip card. You need this many sources. No, you're fine. This is cool.
Yeah, almost every single one is like duels.
I kind of just run an assload of lands in this deck. That's kind of my solution here is just run 41 lands and it'll be fine.
What was your budget again?
60?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a legit deck.
I think it's like an actually solid okay bracket 3 deck. It's running like 6 or 7 board wipes, so not
How many?
I think it's running 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You said 6 or 7. That's my fault.
Oh.
I was not asking in earnest.
I didn't realize I was podcasting with a child.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, 6, 7 if you count Season of Lost. There you go. There's another one for you.
I love the Gale Power Mage as a budget Felia, by the way.
Yeah, it's okay. It gets me Kithkin. It's a weird guy.
Kithkin. So good.
It's not a good card, but like it's okay. Feel okay including it getting an extra type.
Yeah, I think, it's pretty nice. I love Sipsig Ceremony, and it feels much more legit than what I'm going to show you very soon.
Yeah. I don't think I have much more to say about this deck, so do we want to move on and hear what you have to say about whatever you built?
Yeah, this list is sick, Alex. This is awesome.
I'll rip the bandage off on mine because I probably should have went first just to keep the expectations low. But
I mean, we're saving worse for last. My deck is so ass.
All right, well, we'll see. Trinket. Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay. Cost wheel.
Give me something small. Give me something small, please. I don't know expensive cards. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
See, I figured it'd be funny if you got something small. I figured it'd be even
hell.
funnier if you got something expensive.
My personal hell. I don't know what our expensive cards are. Oh god.
Yeah, you can just build like a $25 deck and cram it with a bunch of duels.
Yeah. Just add a cheeky volcanic island at the end.
Yep. All right, your card.
Okay, come on. Woo!
Oh,
I love Living End. Oh,
Living
that's so
End.
sick. Oh, yes. What is that? Reliving the modern days?
Oh yeah. All right. Now for your requirement.
Oh, God.
spell, shaper, spell, shaper, spell, shaper,
Spell
spell.
Shapers be good, I feel like, right?
Spell Shapers would make sense.
Ooh,
20 plus different
Oh, you have to make 20 different token types.
I don't know if those go together.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
Living End and tokens do not go well together. This is okay. This is where the $12,000 budget will come into play.
Yep, that you'll need it.
Ugh.
Okay, so what were your wheel spins? Just to
So I got Living End, which is a suspend card, a classic actually from like Modern, I believe.
Yeah.
It's a sorcery suspend. It has no mana cost or mana value thingy. You can't cast it from your hand, basically, usually. It's a black sorcery. Suspend 3. Each player removes all creature cards from their graveyards from the game, then sacrifices all creatures they control, then puts into play all cards removed this way. So you just take everything in the graveyard and that goes into the battlefield. Everything on the battlefield goes into the graveyard, basically. And then I had a $1,200 budget, which is
Huge.
far too much for me. And then the extra restriction was 20 different tokens in the deck. So what I did was I went the classic Living End style of deck, which is basically run a bunch of cycling creatures or creatures that put themselves into the graveyard various ways, and then mass reanimate them with Living End, and also the other version that it's Living Death. Does the exact same thing, except not suspend. And I thought, you know what? It's a suspend card. It doesn't have a mana value, so if I cascade into it, which is the classic way of doing it in like Modern and stuff, that could be a way of doing it. And I thought, you know what? Let's go 4 colors. So we have a lot of options here, and we'll go with a Cascade Commander with Yidris. So the idea here is we will spend most of the early turns just cycling and discarding our creatures for value. Play a couple things that have some sort of board presence, like Evora or Veronica or whatever. Just like drop some stuff down. Moria Scavenger also is looting away stuff. Fill our graveyard, eventually play Yidris, eventually swing in. And when we swing in, we get to cascade all our spells and we cast some, 3 drops or something. I don't have any, I have like 1 2-drop, which is like Fluctuator, which works with cycling, but most things are like 3 or more. So if I cascade a 3, I will hopefully hit Living End and maybe win, ? I don't know. Yeah, that was the general plan. And then I have some stuff that cares about discarding, like Monument of Endurance is a classic. I have some stuff that cares about cycling, like Unpredictable Cyclone. And also New Perspectives is probably the best card in the entire deck, actually, because if we have a full hand of cards, all our cycling costs become 0. So we can just like really go wild with that. And that's basically the deck.
This is a rare deck where I actually like New Perspectives because it just like it's super Entomb where you just like put everything in your graveyard and then you get to like do your Living End thing, which is kind of cool. Normally I'm pretty down on New Perspectives for a cycling deck, but here it's funny as hell. Also, I think you're being a little dangerous not having like a Brainstorm or a Brain Surge.
Oh yeah.
Like restack the Living End. Plus you have a bunch of land cyclers, so I think being able to shuffle after that Brainstorm effect would be like pretty cool.
I think a Brainstorm would be good.
I think Brain Surge would be good. You really don't want to cascade into Brainstorm.
I know, but if you cast Brainstorm, you guaranteed hit one of the 0-drops.
If you run Brainstorm, you want to add a bunch more 1-drops so that you're just consistently being able to cast 1-drop, cascade into your thing off of it.
That's why also instead of Brainstorm, I ran Violent Outburst, and then I ran the other ones that also just auto cascade into the good stuff. But then, okay, also backstory. I built this deck in under an hour before the recording. And I also had an idea on a previous deck. And then I was like, you know what? This is funnier. So I at like 30 minutes in, I switched to Yidris. And oh boy, that was a mistake. So yeah, I had like a bunch of Cascaders. And then I was like, oh crap, I only have 10 tokens in this deck. Let me quickly find things that care about cycling, discarding, and whatnot, but also make tokens. And and then $1,200. That was a little bit tough. You can guess how I got the budget up there. I'll give you one guess.
Yeah, I see a Volcanic Island.
Yeah,
huge Volcanic Island.
Huge.
Okay, there.
There's a lot of fetches to find it. There's synergies, mountain cyclers. Really good.
I love some of the specific tokens you got. You got the Goblin Shaman from Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
Oh yeah, all the ramp package is all over the place, but it's a lot of discard stuff. And I tried being extra cute too because there is a lot of like discarding and looting. So I found this card from Scryfall. Green Goblin Nemesis. Whenever you discard a land card, you make a tap treasure token. Another one is you just make counters on stuff. And then also Mary Reed and Anne Bonny, same thing. When you're discarding an island, which there's quite a few islands in the deck because of the duels and whatnot. If you discard one of those, hey, you also make a treasure. So there's like weird ramp options. There's also Bone Miser, which is actually a legitimate ramp in like Surly Badgersaur. But yeah.
Yeah, this is sweet.
That's the idea.
Badgersaur also makes a treasure. That's big synergies with your token requirement.
The Badgersaur and like the Monument to Endurance are probably like the 2 strongest things for
I was about to say
discard payoffs in the
Monument.
deck.
These all look like coughing babies next to Monument. It's like this.
Yeah, they got to do some serious work. Hopefully that cascaded to them. You know what I mean? There you go.
I will always think fondly of Yidris because when I first started playing this game, there was always someone in my pod that had the Yidris deck. I don't know. This is really cool though because I do like Living End too. By the way, shout out to Violent Outburst, free and modern again.
Yeah. Already back up to $5.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. Oh, that's good for my budget actually because I was a little bit under. So
in
hopefully,
fact, it's 7.
hopefully it spikes a little bit before this video releases. So it'll be a nice
Foundation.
landing.
Foundations jumpstart $20. Wait, there's no way that's real.
What card?
Violent Outburst, the Foundations printing of it, because the Alara printing of it's $7, and then the Foundations printing of it's now $20. There's no way that's real. On
Maybe they're just hard to find.
Who buys cards on?
me, I'm not going to say anything. We're not sponsored by them.
Are you sponsored by TCG?
You know what, Yusuf, can you bleep out the name of
See, that's why I was talking trash on it instead. This is to try and get them to send me money. I will talk trash about your platform I know nothing about until you give me money.
This is called blackmail, I think.
It's more in the realm of extortion, I believe. But
Gotta use my influencer powers somehow. Use them for something.
this deck is funny.
Yeah. I don't know if it would do anything. It would probably need a couple runs. It doesn't really have much in the way of wipes other than like, I guess there's Archfiend of Ifnir. Oh, and the Living Deaths. The Living End and
Living Death and Wipes. Come on.
Yeah.
yeah, those are board clears, especially.
But this deck also folds to a board wipe, right?
Yeah, but that's why you have two of them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You get board wiped. You after the Living End, and then you play the Living Death, and then wow.
And then, it gets wiped again. You Colossal Sky Turtle back to Living End. You suspend it, and you say, guys, wait. Give me 4 more turns, please.
I think Graveyard Hate nukes this deck more than a board wipe would, honestly.
But that too.
Oh, yeah. But no
Speaking
fear.
of, I'd probably find room for a Bogart Trawler or a Bajuka Bog, just because they're so nice to break the parity of the Living Death, where like someone has like white weenies and their graveyard's full. You just go, you don't get to join us in the mass reanimation here, and then you fire it off.
That's true. And a Bogart Trawler can increase the price of my deck. So let's take out. We don't need an island. I'll take out a Bogart Trawler.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'm really happy you did build a deck around my favorite Gruul card, Living End.
Yes. Gruul card Living End.
Living End is sweet.
All right. Are you guys ready to see a really bad deck?
Oh, I'm so
I've been
ready.
looking at them constantly.
Dazzle us.
Khan, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next. Let's see.
Are we gonna get anything below $1,200? I guess we do. 60.
We all have to go for Blink. No? Okay, 60?
60? Oh, I got another.
Yes,
I got a low budget last time too.
Yeah, I think you got like the 50 last time. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is slightly bigger. I got the 60.
All right. Well, your card.
Up in the world.
And to be clear, the card that we get here does not count towards our budget.
It does
I
not.
forgot if
yeah,
I
yeah,
explained
If you
that.
get like you might get attunement here. That does not count to your budget. Oh! Axis of Mortality.
Axis of Mortality,
Wait, I don't even know what attunement does.
I don't know what attunement
was
is either.
it was an enchantment played in like the Humility deck, I want to say, that was around in 2000.
Oh, you bounce this to its
It's
hand,
the one
draw
that
3
lets you
cards, and
bounce back
discard
to
4.
hand, you discard
Yeah,
and draw
yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's not the one.
So I got $60 budget. Axis of Mortality. Okay, then what's my next one?
All right, your requirement is
Very playable.
Oh no!
7
Oh,
plus
no!
copies of a what?
Of a non-land
Of a
card.
non-land card? So it has to be like the Relentless
Like
Wrath or
7
whatever?
dwarves
Like,
or something?
Yeah, like 7
Oh,
dwarfs.
God. That's good.
That's a bad
That's
one to
good.
get on budget.
Oh no.
Well,
I'm
that's going to be
building
most of your budget.
budget
It's just
7
7 dwarves
dwarves,
in here, we're
Axis
good.
of Mortality.
I don't think you could afford 7 dwarves. The 7 dwarves are pricey. You're going to need something
Isn't
else.
7 dwarves super cheap?
That's one of the only cheap ones.
Oh, it's only 44 cents. Okay, I thought it was
Yeah.
expensive.
And you only need 7 of them. Okay. All right. So my restrictions were $60. I have to play Axis of Mortality, which is 4 white for an enchantment that says at the beginning of your upkeep, you may have 2 target players exchange life totals. And then I also needed 7+ copies of a non-land card in the deck. So I needed either 7 dwarves or like relentless rats or something like that, which I could, have a ton of in the deck. So the problem with that is a lot of those cards are like, they cost money. They're all like,
Yeah.
most of them are pretty expensive. So originally my idea was to have like a relentless rats deck where I would make them big and then play cards that like prevent damage from a creature and you gain life equal to its power. And then to like get big bursts of life gain and then do like life gain shenanigans. But I could not fit that within the $60 budget because relentless rats are like a couple bucks each or whatever. So I couldn't have like 20 of them in the deck. So I ended up with Tempest Hawk, which is 2 and a white for 2/2 with flying. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may search your library for a card named Tempest Hawk. If you do, put it in your hand. And then a deck may have any number of Tempest Hawks. So I have 25 of them in the deck. And this card is 80 cents. So it was
So already like $20 of your budget has been eaten up by Tempest Hawks. So you have a $40 deck on top of the Hawk.
The worst of the any number, you could have any number of this, and it's still 80 cents per. That is wild. There's
Okay,
some
hang on.
bird fan out there. All right.
Be fair to Tempest Hawk. I don't think it's the worst one, right?
It's better than 7 dwarfs.
It is-
You have to deal combat damage to just get a hawk. Like it's not even an ETB for 3 mana.
It's exponential. It's exponential.
Yeah, exactly. You just keep hitting people with more and more hawks. It's crazy.
You have to be like, give me a turn, please, so I can hit you with my Winddrake.
So I couldn't decide who should be the commander. Originally it was McCready Lamplight Mayor who gives all the hawks skulk. And if they have skulk and flying, it is really, really difficult to block them. So I was like, okay, that's fun. Maybe I can do that. Instead, I went with Zahir Glory's Past. With all the flyers, I can easily turn on the start your engines. It lets me turn the hawks into surveils if I need to. And then this is my board wipe protection because once I get max speed, if you wipe all my hawks, I have an army of zombies that I can attack you with. Now you might be wondering, okay, where does Axis of Mortality come into play here? So I'm really stretching the definition of core part of the game plan here.
Oh no.
My idea is to aggro people down and then find Axis of Mortality and Tainted Remedy. So Tainted Remedy is if an opponent would gain life, they lose that much life instead. So I have a bunch of ways to gain life in this deck. I have like aristocracy things like Zulaport Cutthroat. I have extort creatures. I have Soul Warden. And then with all the Tempest Hawks and the fact that I can like get multiple of them, I have ways to like gain a reasonable amount of life. And then I gain all that life. And let's say I'm at like 50 life and I get you down to 30. With Axis Mortality and Tainted Remedy, I kind of like nuke you for 30 life and I can just blow you up. And that's really funny. Because Axis of Mortality gains them life if I swap me with them.
Shout out Safara, who's in the deck, by the way. That is very reminiscent of like something I do in Safara where like if I have Angel of Destiny, which is the angel that if it attacks someone, they lose the game at the end of the turn if I have at least 15 more life than my starting life total, where you can aggro down like 2 people and then the third person you just combo kill the angel. So here you can like tempo down 2 people and then the final person you just go like Tainted Remedy, Axis, swap life totals with you, and then they gain a bunch of life, but they actually lose that much life instead.
Yeah, that's the idea is like I can use that as a nuke to finish off the last player if I can't aggro them out. Safara was almost the commander, but I felt like I needed a second color to do some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Do you have any ways of tutoring up the combo? Because it's like 2 cards, right?
No.
I would have maybe kicked around with like a Moonblessed Cleric or something, or like a Demir Machinations almost.
Well, you can surveil with Zahur, so
That's like tutoring.
True.
Yeah,
That's
yes.
exact-
The card advantage I can get with my commander, when you think about it, is basically infinite if you think about it. Also, I realized Zahur actually works with a Sipsig ceremony because once you get max speed, all your dudes die and they turn into zombies. Kind of fun.
Oh yeah, you get
They turn into 2 zombies
2
each.
zombies for each hawk.
Double the zombies.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But then you still have to deal combat damage with the hawks to get the more hawks.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not running Sipsig ceremony in this, but it would have been funny.
Sipsig would have been hilarious in this one for sure. Although it would have been $60 budget, triple black card, the mana base. I'm weeping.
Well, especially with so much of my budget, these stupid hawks. I didn't want to just have 7 of them and not have it be part of the deck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I think Tempest Hawk is actually one of the better ones to have a smaller number of, just because like they find 1 each.
They're squadron hockey.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could go with
Yeah.
like 10, and that's like enough, I think.
Yeah, for Tempest Hawk, what's really funny, by the way, is like I like them with pitch spells a lot. because it puts it in your hand. I know like a lot of the pitch spells are too expensive for your budget, but I'm just for the audience at home. The reason why I like Tempest Talk so much is like there's stuff like Force of Virtue that's like an anthem, and like Solitude, of course, and like all these other funny little pitch cards that like you can use the Tempest Talks for. So the fact that go into your hand is actually upside, especially if like some sort of discard synergy or something.
Yeah, I honestly just have a lot of them because I wanted that for my card advantage. I'm playing like Takasa's Welcome, Mentor of the Meek, Smothering Abomination, Welcoming Vampire, Dockside Chef, and this deck is really able to trigger any of those like very, very consistently.
Yeah, that's definitely nice.
So being able to like get Hawks and, you know.
Did you consider Secret Salvage? It's one of my favorite cards for Shadowborn Apostle. It's exile target non-land card from your graveyard. Search your library for any number of cards with the same name as that card. Reveal them, put them into your hand.
That is funny.
No, I did not consider that card.
It's silly.
Oh, wait, that's awesome.
You still have to cast them. That's the problem. So if you get like 25 Hawks, then you're going to just dump them onto the graveyard. But it is funny.
But I can grab as many as I want.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So I could just I could just draw 7 with it.
And then you could Living Death combo.
Oh, yeah. Man, I should have taken everyone's hidden card and put them all in this. Actually, I couldn't have done that. You have the Unspeakable. I couldn't have done that.
Well, you just run an Esper deck with like some idiot that cares about flyers or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I also mostly picked this commander because I'm building him as a real deck. It will not be Tempest Hawk, but I'm building around this commander because I think he's funny.
I know someone, I think they're in your Discord, Con, Rui.
Yeah.
Rui has a her like aggro deck.
Yeah. Is it one of the $5 budget decks?
Something like that, yeah. Rui builds some like really cheap decks.
They're really all in on the $5 budget decks.
I've been
really
trounced
awesome.
by one of them. There was like a cycling deck that they had with Zerda. That was crazy.
Yes. No, that deck is $5 and it is actually unironically a good deck.
Yeah, I've been like Zenith Flares for 20 as early as turn like 6. It's just like insane. But I hate the name of this commander now, by the way. Zahur is like so close to Sahur. You know what I mean? Like the fucking never mind. This is brain rot. I'm not gonna talk about Tung Sahur on the podcast.
What? Now you have to.
No, okay, I don't want to explain like something that my like 12 like my 10-year-old sister watches.
Is this a Pokemon?
Yeah, it's a Pokemon. It's a Pokemon Tober. That's a Pokemon. Let's just go with that. That's way funnier than anything else I could say.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask any questions about this.
All right, maybe it's better.
I like to imagine that you're also running your commander because it synergizes with Axis of Mortality in the sense that if you're aggroing down somebody and you realize you're aggroing down the wrong person, you can go, oh shit, here, like total swap. And then suddenly you've been attacking the right person all along.
This is very true. That is actually something I thought of. I should have mentioned that, but yeah. I think this is almost a reasonable bracket 2 deck.
I think you could honestly punch up into 3 a little bit, just a touch. What do you think about like, could you find budget for like a $3 card? Because I do think Plague Drone is like kind of nuts, right?
Like,
the 4-mana flyer from the Warhammer precons, if an opponent would gain life, that player loses that much life instead.
ooh.
I mean, Tainted Remedy is $7, so if I add that, I would have more space to do other stuff.
Oh wow. Well, you're welcome.
You could get a
Yeah.
cheaper Tainted Remedy.
And it's also on a flyer, which is kind of on theme. It's indestructible Safara. It's
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, I really like the Zahur tech. Like the fact that you can just sacrifice your entire board eventually. I mean, once per turn. Well, you can only do it once per turn, but in a turn cycle, you can start sacrificing everything, digging, setting up for a reanimation or whatnot.
Yeah, I actually think this commander is like unironically like pretty good. I know the once per turn restriction is a little like iffy or whatever, but the effect is pretty strong.
Oh yeah, for sure. For me, what trips me up isn't the once each turn. It's the start your engines. Like I just don't want to think about this mechanic.
Yeah, but once they're going, you don't have to think about it anymore.
Yeah, it's easy with Tempest Hawk.
Can't wait.
All right, you
until we
play
go
your
back to
commander on
Aether
2.
Drift, and then we get more start your engines. It gets stronger.
Yeah, Kamigawa
Yeah, exactly.
Drift coming 2027.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Oh, Kamigawa 2 Tokyo Drift.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, fucking it's like an AI generated brain rot thing. It's like literally nothing. I could not even begin to explain it if you don't already like understand. It's like it's so dog shit. It's like legitimately I can't even think of a good analog. I'm failing to find the words for it.
It's not like educational. He said it was for a kid, right?
Oh my god.
Well, it's for
Tomer-
children, as in like as AI generated slop for children to consume.
Oh no.
Yeah, like there's all these like online there's all these like channels that just like auto generate like this horrible AI content.
Oh no, that makes me
These
sad.
like slop farms. Yeah, a way to brighten the mood. I know. Personally, I just I find it hilarious. I can't stop laughing in a trying to find the proper word in a Kafka-esque manner. It's very funny in a cynical sort of way.
When children are raised by AI slop, that's rough. Okay, well,
But when you're a kid, the children were raised by novels and stuff. It's kind of similar.
yeah, exact same thing. Yeah, at least there's Bluey.
Exactly.
At
Bluey's
least
on
there's
top.
Bluey.
Bluey's peak. FR.
Okay, so Tomer, I don't remember if you recall how we do questions. I'm gonna read a question, and if you think that the question is stupid and you don't want to answer it, you say that, and then we move on to the next question.
Oh yeah. And you keep that in the video. I'll just say that's a dumb question. You're an idiot for saying that. Only a dummy would say that.
That's how hard I go on the bad questions. And honestly, I don't even know if fucking Yusef keeps that in or not, because I don't watch that deep into the podcast most of the time.
Yusuf usually cuts them when we're like, yeah, let's not answer that. They usually get cut unless something you said was particularly funny. Yeah. Oh man, you guys got to meet Yusuf. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Yusef is probably like easily one of the funniest people I've ever met.
He's very funny. Moving on to the Beseech the Mirror section. This is where you beseech us for answers. All you got to do is put mirror, mirror in your comment. You can comment on Spotify, in the YouTube comments. You can tag us on socials, and we'll get to your question on the podcast if we like the question. Cardinal Frosty from Spotify asks, Mirror, mirror, I cast Into the Fire on my own One Ring to ask, what's your boba order?
Oh, okay. I typically get like a taro milk tea.
I like taro.
I'm with you. I'm a big taro guy, but I usually go 50% sweet because I feel like most of the time it's too sweet.
I agree with
Mhm.
that. I understand that a lot.
What's the orange one?
The orange
Thai
one.
iced tea?
Just like brown
maybe?
sugar?
I don't know. I never get boba. I had one that was kind of orangey and it tasted good.
It's probably brown
It's probably
sugar.
Thai.
Okay.
Or brown sugar, yeah.
Yeah. You live in Seattle. There's such good boba in Seattle. Or you live close enough. That there's good boba where you live. I know.
Alex is less like tech bro, trendy Seattle and more like caveman wilderness recluse Seattle. You know what I mean?
I like my kombucha, but I'm not a big boba guy.
It's, case in point, by the way.
What about you, Tomer? What's your boba order? Do they have boba in France?
Yeah. Oh, they have like very close to me, or 20 minutes away. They have like a lot of great boba places. But what I've been going with lately is I really like matcha with red beans instead of
That's a good one.
at the
That's
bottom
really
instead
good,
of
yeah.
tapioca. Yeah.
That was a good question. Okay.
Nice little icebreaker one.
Now I want boba though. Damn it.
You know, I feel that. Mirror, mirror, I cast Gideon's Sacrifice targeting my own Land of War Elves to stop my opponent's Crater Hoof attack to ask, what is an old or niche mechanic that you've tried to make work in a deck? Their personal favorite is cumulative upkeep.
Oh, what was a level up mechanic? I have failed so many times at doing a level up good. Eventually it'll be good because they'll bring it back and they'll just make it super overpowered, but
They already have Hex Drinker on top. That card's evil.
it's still terrible in command.
In Commander, it sucks, yeah. But Vintage Cube?
Yeah.
Isn't there only like one good level up card? It's the Lighthouse Keeper?
Yeah, Lighthouse Chronologist. That
Yeah.
used to be in Techathol because you would put counters on it and then you could proliferate the counters. That card was really silly. I guess for me, like the only deck I really have built around a mechanic is Jaxus, which is Madness.
Oh, hell yeah.
I guess that answers the question. I don't know, because I that deck's built around Madnessing Emrakul the world anew.
I like Splice from Arcane. I've been fiddling with it more and more. It's really bad, but it's awesome.
It's not bad. It's legit. What do you mean?
It's so mana intensive.
yeah. Just being green though, then it's fine.
It's cheating.
Just play Calamax. Just go give into the dark side.
Yeah, it's probably actually really good with Cal.
Okay,
Feels
okay,
legit.
pause. I have built a few Curses deck in my time. Curses are very funny to me.
Chris
Oh
is
yeah,
kinda
they have
slot.
like the Linda or whatever, the Grixis commander now for it, but I never
Yeah.
played it.
Yeah.
I originally had a Linda deck, but just like it was impossible to upgrade because they don't print curses. I think the last curses we got were like 4 or 5 years ago. But I have been working on a Jeskai brew for curses with Narset and Chico unified because the joke is that their rules text actually doesn't mention instant or sorcery. So what you can do is you can do like cantrip, curse, and then copy the curse with that ability because auras are targeted spells.
Yes.
My mechanic I've built around, I guess, is I'll say fading. I didn't really build around it, but I had a terrible blue-black proliferate deck that ran both Parallax Nexus and Parallax Tide, which was very funny and meant that they either did nothing or like hard locked people out of the game.
Hell yeah.
Because Parallax Tide is the one that exiles lands under itself.
Which one is the vanishing and which one is phasing and fading and which one do they do differently? I always get confused with that.
Fading can go down to 0, vanishing cannot.
So when you remove the last one, then you sacrifice it for vanishing.
For vanishing, yes.
Renzlax asks, Mirror, Mirror, I tap a Soul Ring to play 2 more Soul Rings to ask, what card would you want to play for the run any number of card in a deck? Oh. I completely misread this question. They want to add that text to a card.
The unspeakable.
Do you want to change it to what's your favorite of that?
No. I kind of like this question a little bit.
Okay.
If you could run any number to a card, that's crazy.
Accumulated knowledge.
No, you're right. AK is actually a really good answer.
Would be a funny meme card.
That's what I'm thinking about too. It's like
Mishra's Bauble.
Mishra's Bauble would be so broken. Yeah.
Like Urza Saga.
Just fucking wheel your hand every turn with Mishra's Bauble. That's so cool.
Yeah, just every turn you're just cycling 7.
Gosh, I would probably say it's so tough because there's so many that I would like want to do it to. Honestly, I hate to be boring. Safara really just needs 1 more or like 1 to 2 more like 2-for-1 flyer spells, in my opinion. So I'd like choose like Hanged Executioner or something. Just like one of these like really shitty, like make an extra dude cards that just make 2 flying bodies for 1. I hate to be boring here, but.
Oh, you know what's the worst answer? Farewell. And then you can just like octuple Farewell. Everyone just has like 10 in their decks.
Oh, Time Warp.
Time Warp is actually probably the worst answer, yeah. That would be the most messed up.
That'd be very toxic, yeah.
I would have a lot of fun with that. I don't know.
Would you?
I feel like you just concede when you see the first one. With the Farewell, it feels worse to concede to a Farewell.
Well, they can brick, you know?
They
Totally.
can brick.
Biovisionary.
Biovisionary, the one that makes your activated abilities cost less?
No, if you're instead for you control 4 more creatures named Biovisionary, you win the game.
Oh, yeah.
There's Fairy Miscreant, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's that one card from Call Time that's Fairy Miscreant. Gladewalker Ritualist is my real answer. I finally concocted it. 2 and a green, changeling. Whenever another creature named Gladewalker and the Ritualist enters, you draw a card. So it's exponential, the card draw. The first one's 0, the second one's 1, the third one's 2, the fourth one is 3, and it just keeps going up.
That's awesome.
Mirror, I'm building this hyper-specific commander deck. Can you build it for me?
Yeah, and then the one time we asked people for that advice for the Phil episode, we got like not that advice. Mathis Campari 4 numbers asks, Mirror, I text my girlfriend to ask, how do you guys handle when an opponent gets a ruling wrong and insist they know what their cards do? And I assume this is in casual EDH, not where there's a judge readily available.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Just let them cheat and avoid them forever. Honestly, life is too short. EDH is too casual. Just don't play with people you don't like. People are always like, oh, I can't play with anyone other than this certain play group. I'm like, just make new friends. I know you're a Magic the Gathering player, but you can do it. Do not play with people you do not like. That is literally like the core of like making Commander fun.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't know.
totally agreed. If you don't like playing with certain people, then you just avoid them.
That is so frustrating.
If it's just like a person who's like insisting, oh, this is how it works, I just call in the big guns. I call our editor Nietek, who just has an encyclopedic knowledge of all things Magic, and then he usually responds in like 5 minutes with the correct answer, and I'm like, there. He's always right. Just trust me.
Yeah, we'll the council it. Go like, okay, everyone, how does this card work? And once they're outvoted, I mean, they have to fold to peer pressure.
I'm curious just how insistent this person is, because
that's what I'm thinking.
Like, are they like getting mad? Because like a lot of times I will like know for dead sure how rule works, but then somebody will be like pushing it, and I'll go, oh, that's interesting. No, I don't know. Let me check on my phone, and then I'll look up something, and I'll point them to it. And I don't think I've ever had somebody like really, really insist on it past that.
Yeah. I feel like usually if I'm like, oftentimes when I like look it up and I'm like, hey, look, this person on Reddit had the same question. And then this guy says, hey, I'm a judge. And he gives the explanation as to why and cites the rule. Usually they go, oh, okay. If they're insisting after that point, like this person is like unreasonable and you probably shouldn't be jamming games with them.
Is this like an online Commander thing? Because like I feel like in real life people are like
Oh, is this a spell table thing?
I feel like it has to be. I refuse to believe that people in the real world are doing this.
New answer. If it's spell table, collect the people you like on spell table on Discord. Like, just add people that you like as a friend on Discord if you played a game with them and you like them, and get off spell table as soon as possible once you have enough to like get consistent pods going with like those people. Spell table is legitimately some of the worst Magic I've ever played in my entire life.
Oh, I'm so hip. Dude, it is crazy. I've had so many like just completely nonsensical, like, it's like, dude, you're salty at this. Like, I have 18 mana because you didn't kill me 10 turns ago. Like, I've had nothing on board and I eventually found a win. Like, you can't be mad. You had lethal. You could have just like.
I have a vivid memory of casting an Aven Mind Sensor and someone just repeatedly saying, "I'll scoop if that resolves. I'll scoop if that resolves." I'm like, great, just scoop that, whatever. Like, I don't know. All I'm saying is, if when you're banned from your LGS, where do you go? It's probably spell table. It's probably spell table.
Yeah. My friends used to do that with Dota when we found like a rando that was like actually reasonable. We had like a Discord server. We just like added them to that so we could like have people to like play with and could avoid randos.
Exactly. Literally just start recruiting as soon as possible. Just everyone who's like not a miserable person to play with. That's like the key to fun commander.
Cool rando holding container.
Yeah.
And then here's the thing. Once you get enough people, you can start playing like cube and stuff and like having real fun. So,
but also if it's spell table and they're just like insisting on cheating, I would just leave.
Yeah, exactly.
New spell table game. Change commander damage to 21 or more per attack. What does that fucking mean?
I don't know what that means, but it's a bad suggestion.
Sorry, what does it mean? Can you explain? I'm so confused.
Like, if you hit somebody for 21 with your commander in a single turn, you kill them, but it doesn't stack turn to turn.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Just so you don't need to keep track of it.
That's stupid.
Surprisingly, my Safara deck would be kind of unaffected.
Really?
You attack for 7 at a time.
Well, yeah, you attack for 7 at a time in Safara, but you have double strike enablers, and then you have Starlight Spectacular and the one Exalted Angel, so you can make it Safara an 11/11 very easily and give her double strike, which kills.
Yeah, but anytime I've lost to that commander is when you hit me 3 times. Like, yeah, if you set up a perfect kill, it works, but like the fact that you can start chunking in early is relevant.
I was a little bit extreme with it. Unaffected is not the right word, but however, there's still motion.
Yusuf, cut all this. This is
a bad question anyway.
Terrible question.
Stop listening to Ben Brode. Stop it. Ben Brode doesn't know what he's talking about. I know he's a card designer. Stop though. Bad.
He designed a bad game. Who plays Hearthstone? You know?
Oh yeah. Who would have ever played Hearthstone and put hours of their life into that game? Oh, yeah.
Who amongst us would play Hearthstone?
Yeah. Who amongst us would be a no life enough to be like top 100 legend for like all of 5 years?
Did you like maintain that?
Yeah, I literally had nothing better to do after high school.
Damn, respect.
I attribute it to my fast picking up of Magic the Gathering, by the way, like being that good at Hearthstone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, is Ben Brode Hearthstone or is he Marvel Snap?
Both.
He's both. Oh, interesting.
He used to be Hearthstone, now he's on Snap.
I mean, he's still wrong about commander damage.
Now he's on Snap, makes it sound like he's on food stamps.
Yeah, he got kicked out.
He was working at Blizzard, and now he's on Snap.
Zackle 4 numbers asks, Mirror Mirror, I sacrifice a food token to make my question indestructible to ask. If you could each choose one card to get reprinted into the ground and make it as cheap and accessible as possible, what card would you want and why?
Moat.
That's a good one.
Why?
That card's awesome.
I want one for Safara. It also would come with basically abolishing the reserve list.
True. I feel like it has to be something on the reserve list so that you like also have cascading consequences.
Just gonna make them. Yeah, I'd probably pick Volcanic Island for the same reason. It's a good land, and it's the best color pair. So done.
Ooh, Damnation. I'm trying to think about cards that I want like everyone to have access to, and I think Damnation's like up there as like
Would
one of
people
them.
run Damnation if it was cheap?
I think so. I think it's like a nice, if you have no synergistic board wipes in black, Damnation's a nice one to reach for after Toxic Deluge.
Yeah, that's true. It's not a bad card. It's just I don't see a lot of people interested in it that much. I feel like it gets overlooked.
Raging River.
Raging River is a good answer.
Raging River is my answer.
That's a really good one. Do you know what Raging River does to
Is it the one that it separates the two?
Yeah.
Okay, I do want to emphasize that I did just type Rager River into the Scryfall, and that would be a very different card.
You know what really rustles my jimmies? I really want Gauntlet of Might, and I'm running Chaos Mood now in my Drago control mono red deck, and It's only because I can't afford Gauntlet of Might, and it's very annoying. I could spend one more mana to do Gauntlet of Power, but it's not the same thing.
You know what pisses me off? Linvala, Keeper of Silence being $20. Because Drana and Linvala is like $3, and that's a better card. But it's less expensive because it's Orzhov, whereas Linvala is mono white.
Yeah.
So I think Linvala should be like
Also,
25 cents or
Has
something.
Linvala seen a reprint since? Okay, it was in Jumpstart, I guess. I was gonna say because it was Rise of the Eldrazi, and it has not been reprinted a whole lot.
It's in Jumpstart, Modern Masters, and then yeah, I think the only other ones there's like a
Yeah.
Secret Lair, but that one doesn't count.
Yeah, those were not heavily printed sets.
Yeah, but like Linvala is just like actually a very cool kind of card to play around with. I find her very engaging. Just like shutting off all creature abilities, and then you have to like it's a nice little removal check, I feel like.
And then you can turn lands into creatures to
Okay, now you're speaking my language. Wait.
Okay, I kind of I'm gonna pick a non-reserve list answer here, and I'm gonna say the One Ring.
That's fair.
Because as much as I do think that card is like kind of lame and cringe, there's like a lot of decks, like just if you're in mono red or mono white and you want to be in bracket 3, it feels really good to have like this good card draw engine. And I feel like more people should have access to it if they want it. And the card's not reserve list. It could actually be reprinted into the ground, which makes me even more frustrated that it's like $100.
Well, great news. You can have some plagiarized art on the new printing of it, and
yeah, they're doing it as a box topper.
But
Right.
it's so I hate it so much more than that though, because it's a box topper, but it's an RNG loot box topper, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not
Ugh, gross,
guaranteed.
really?
It's not
Yes.
guaranteed. It's one of many. So now they introduce loot boxes to
Ugh.
box toppers, and it's just like, oh my god,
fuck right
everything's
off.
a loot
Legitimately.
box now. I hate it so much.
Do you remember they did that for Eternal Masters?
They're doing it with festival in a box. They're doing it with everything.
Yeah.
It all sucks. Everything is
so
loot boxes
sad.
now. It all sucks.
Oh, you know what? I'm also going to say Ancient Tomb as another non-reserve
Ancient
list
Tomb I
answer.
like. That's a very good answer.
Mhm.
I also here's the thing about fucking the One Ring too. I want it banned from the format, but I think it's horrible optics because Post Malone bought the one of One Ring for
Oh.
like $2 million.
He's not putting that in a commander deck. He doesn't care if it gets banned.
I think he is, right?
Yeah, he
I'm pretty sure it's slabbed. Is it not?
I think
There's
he's
no way
playing
he's
it.
playing. Well, I mean, he could probably afford to do so, but still.
I don't know. For me personally, I think One Ring is just like one of the worst cards ever printed. It's bad. The fact that design made it through.
I know, especially in Modern, where like you would go play with my One Ring, draw a card, draw 2 cards, play my other One Ring, draw a card, draw 2 cards. It's like a
Oh.
complete flavor fail that in 60 card formats, which I know they don't test for, so they didn't even think about this.
They did test
Oh,
it.
Did
They
they
tested
test-
it. It was a different iteration. It was a weaker version.
It was like an equipment, right?
no.
Aspiring Spike play tested for the set,
Yeah.
and he's said on stream multiple times. The One Ring was a very different card the first
Yeah.
time he saw it. He didn't iterate on it on why, but because you can't, because they might want to use that design like for a future set or whatever. But he said the One Ring as it is now versus when I saw it were 2 separate cards entirely.
Yeah, so they don't test enough because they tested it, changed the design, and they didn't test it
Well,
again.
they also wanted it to be a multi-format all-star. I think that was the main thing.
I mean, yeah, there's that too.
Yeah.
But they also just did it too much.
The brief period in Modern where Shifting Woodland and the One Ring overlapped
Yeah.
was some of the most hilarious Magic I've ever played. That I will say in earnest, because you could make Shifting Woodland into a One Ring in your graveyard and then Legend Rule your old One Ring, or you can start tapping your Shifting Woodland and putting burden counters on it and drawing that many cards. That was crazy.
You can still play it in Legacy though, and like it's
For
still
now,
fine.
honestly, it might go for Legacy too. It's
Well,
like
I
it's
don't
really
know.
good there.
I would have. I mean, I'm not gonna say ban it because then I'm gonna get death threats. But yeah, definitely wish it was never made.
Oh, you know what? Nykthos. That card should be reprinted in the ground.
I
It's like
agree.
$50.
I think-
and devotion things are like it's like an actual casual commander fun theme. Devotion.
Ooh.
You know?
I want more devotion, man.
Three Tree City's also $22. This card sucks. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Because people like devotion.
Every single card I mention when we do like underrated gems or Shark Tank or something, I wish every single card I mention gets reprinted into the ground because I'm still salty about. I mentioned Seize the Spotlight as a card I really like in sacrifice decks, and I didn't have a copy on me because I gave my only copy in Cardor to the prof Brian, and then people bought it out, and now I don't have a copy, and I don't want to spend $15 on the card out of principle. Like I'm just ugh. Ugh.
By the way, my
You know-
man, Seize the Spotlight is heat. I had it in Judith when I still had Judith together.
It's a good
And
card.
to be fair, I might put Judith back together at any point. So
You know, Tomer, I have an extra copy of it lying around in a binder. If it is still $15 by the next MagicCon Vegas, I will give you mine.
That is very kind of you, sir. I hope they're reprinted on the ground still, though, because my God, it's
Honestly,
a $15. Get out of
It's
here.
been in 2 commander sets. I imagine it'll keep getting reprinted.
Yeah, hopefully.
I would, just make every Magic card like 5 cents. Apologies in advance to all these awesome companies that make cards as available as possible. Magic would be a lot more of a fun game if you could like buy it for the price.
Yusuf bleep the company that he mentioned.
Oh, true. Yeah, no, exactly. We're not sponsored. Shout out to Emily though.
I unironically would be, if I was in charge of the Magic economy, I would make every single card dirt cheap, the base version, and then the bling version can be $1 million, $2 million. I don't care. Monopoly money. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like the base version should be cheap.
That's how every other trading card game goes.
But then people keep yelling at me. They're like, but then the game stores don't make money. And I'm like, can't they still make money off the bling? Like, I don't understand how they suddenly can't make money off anything.
I was just at a con recently, and like they were selling Silver Scroll foils of $1 cards for many more dollars. Like
you just
the fancy versions still get sold.
You just make all the money on your collector booster boxes and your fancy dancy versions, and it's fine, I think.
Pre-releases don't actually make that much money. Signed to someone who used to work at a game store.
And then maybe you could charge less for pre-releases so people can actually afford to go. What, $50 for your stupid ass Final Fantasy
$50
nonsense
for a
I don't know.
pre-release.
Yeah.
true.
Where you don't get
It's
anything
insane.
special from it too, because now there's no promo, there's no
You don't even
alt
get
art, there's
us.
no
You don't
special
even get
thing you
us pre-release card anymore. Like, oh, we can't afford it. I'm sorry. It doesn't make us money.
Are pre-releases expensive to run because the events are expensive, or because like the margins on the product is not that good?
So yeah, it's
No, the
margins.
margins on every product is good. What are you talking about? For stores, it's not good.
For stores, it's bad. So here's the breakdown. It's all has to do with the distribution chain rather. So buying in bulk is more rewarded. So you want to buy a lot of cards, but here's the thing: when you have a fucking Spider-Man set, you do not want to buy it in bulk. So what ends up happening is game stores have started losing trust in Wizards of the Coast because these pre-releases haven't been firing, because we keep getting Spider-Mans. And so they're getting worse prices because they're not buying in bulk as much anymore, because they don't believe that their pre-releases are going to sell out anymore.
Yeah.
And then it's like this nasty vicious cycle. At least that's one of the factors. Prices have just been increasing too. The licensing fees from the Universes Beyond products as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things in the supply and distribution chain that I could talk about, but honestly, I don't know. It's something I have firsthand experience with, and it honestly fucking pisses me off.
No, that makes sense.
I get the licensing fees of Universes Beyond, but then also the other non-UB sets also all go up in price. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, fine.
Because like Wizards should be selling pre-releases at as low a cost as they can, because it's the new player thing. That's the like one of the things to get people into the game.
Right.
Is there's a new set coming out. You don't need to own a single other card. You show up to the store, you buy this one box, and you play right there.
Doesn't make money.
You also get people to the game store, they see other events, etc.
So the problem is like, yeah, when it's a $50 for the Spider-Man one or whatever, it's just new players don't want to drop $50 as easily as they want to drop $30.
Yeah.
Okay, great question, because it spawned a giant conversation. So there we go. Tomer, do you know how you've been here before? You know how we end podcasts with a guest on?
I should know, but then I forgot.